It's a killer, I kid you not. Only 35 thou. Yeah, red, orange, blue, puke green, any color you want. Just give me 24 to hose the graffiti off. Just kidding. Ask for the man, Crazylegs Larry. Toodaloo. Admiring that bishy cat, ain't you? I don't blame you. It's a classic ride in a deluxe sport package. It'll push 125 without so much as a shake. Of course, you gotta find the road for it.
That's always the problem.
Crazylegs Larry Hirsch. Pleased to meet you.
Ray McCoy.
You can call me Crazy, you can call me Larry, you can even call me Crazylegs Larry. But don't call me if you don't think a hot set of wheels ain't necessary.
Okay.
The Bishi's exceptional. Mechanical is Pacific Rim flawless, as usual. But they also saved some of the classic styling of the old GM days.
Looks like a piece of work.
Forget those fibroplast Filipino heaps everyone's driving around. This is real. Just feast your eyes on this. You see it? You see it? That's actual chrome, the real stuff. They saved a couple hundred sheets of Tijuana chrome from before the war. It's completely legal and everything. Beautiful, isn't it?
I don't think I've ever seen it before.
And you probably won't ever see it again unless you steal this puppy. And honestly, no. Frankly, I gotta tell you, it's got your name written all over it. Ray McCovey.
McCoy.
Give it, take a couple letters.
I'll have to think about it.
But don't think too long or too hard about it, Roy. It's liable to be gonzo by the time you come back.
Gotcha. You sell a black sedan a few days ago?
Black sedan? Hey, I got standards. If it ain't sporty, I got no room for it.
I've seen the registration. I know a woman bought it from you.
Oh, that sedan. Hey, look, a sexy blonde wants to pay top dollar for the ugliest car in the place. Who am I to say no?
Did you know who she was?
No, but I'd like to know her in the biblical sense, if you catch what I'm saying. Look, Ray, it ain't a crime for me to make a living.
How about this girl? She look familiar?
You kidding? She ain't old enough to drive.
You've never seen her?
She looks kind of familiar.
Think real hard.
Maybe you should try that arcade next door. She looks like the kind of girl you see there all the time.
I'll do that. I hope you got paperwork for all these vehicles.
Are we kids or what, Ray? You're talking to Crazylegs Larry Hirsch here.
I take that as a yes.
You can take it any way you want. Just don't take it for a test drive in the 4th sector.
Locked. Locked. That sucks.
Hey, Ray, how you doing?
Just fine, Crazy.
You've been thinking about the caddy, haven't you? I don't blame you. She keeps me up at night, too. And I ain't ever even lip wrestled in the back seat, which is definitely what's in the cards for a stud of your caliber.
Throw in a babe and maybe you got a deal.
No sweat, I'll have one over in a jiffy.
No, just kidding.
Hey, keep your paws off that, Ray.
Mia and Murray tell me you're using cheese in your stew. Real cheese.
Them old buzzards. What they know?
I could take a sample of that stew you're cooking back to the lab and have it tested.
Why you pick on Mama, Isabella? I never do you no harm.
Where'd you get it?
My sister, she got connections.
Where can I find her?
She back in Jamaica, man. Far away from here. She send me cheese once, maybe twice a month. You know, funny thing you asking about the cheese. Last week, this ugly little man, he run by, grab whole box of empty takeout cartons right off the counter. Police next door, they just laugh. Say the guy not be so happy when he opened them cartons.
What's that have to do with the cheese?
Cheese hidden in that box, man. Keeping it safe till I cook up a new batch. So how could I tell police to bring back box? They find cheese, they shut me down.
This guy who robbed you, what did he look like?
Short, real short. Bad clothes, colors way too bright. Funny bow tie. Maybe you look for this ugly little deviant? I'm thinking you not really care about the cheese.
You're right, but I still think you ought to get yourself a different secret ingredient.
You bet, man. That cheese been nothing but trouble for Mama Isabella.
Thanks for your time. Hey, man.
You're that cat from Howie Lee's. McCoy, right? We keep bumping into each other. You want an autograph? I know you ain't heard me yet, but Gordo Frizz's autograph's gonna be worth a pile of chinion someday.
I'll hold my breath. I'm gonna ask you a few questions.
Man, don't you got anything better to do than hassle innocent people at their place of work? Make it snappy, okay?
I really appreciate your patience. You know the chef at Howie's?
That big, flabby guy? Never seen him before.
You were hanging around right when he took off.
Pure coincidence. You are one hell of a suspicious cat, McCoy. Kick back, relax, watch my show. Take a little break from your boring existence. Is everybody having a good time tonight? What does a marriage and a tornado have in common? First, there's a lot of sucking and blowing, and then you lose your house. You know what my first wife's nickname was? Twister. A doctor calls up his patient. I got bad news and I got worse news. The bad news is you only got 24 hours to live. The patient says, "What could be worse than that?" The doctor says, "I've been trying to reach you since yesterday." Guess what happens to a replicant who does his job really well? Early retirement, baby. I see we got a celebrity in the audience. Can I get a spot, please? That's right. It's one of the boys from the local Blade Runner unit. One of the LPD's finest, Ray McCoy. Let's give a big hand for Rep Detect McCoy. He's protecting us poor slobs, ladies and gentlemen. He even thinks you're a replicant. he can waste you right where you stand. Nice job, eh, detective?
It doesn't quite work that way.
Doesn't, eh? What if I pretended to be a replicant?
That just an excuse for your lousy act, Gordo?
That snake dancer that worked here, Zora, she was a rep. And her picture's gonna be on every front page tomorrow.
Too bad she'll never read it.
How are you sure someone's a rep, detective?
There's a test.
Test? What replicant's gonna sit still for a test?
If I'm trying to question someone and he runs, that's a pretty good sign.
Could be a pretty good sign that you need to bathe more often. Do what you gotta do, McCoy. If you gotta shoot, that's cool. Come on, McCoy. Why don't you make me famous?
Get off it. You're no replicant.
How do you know? I could be a martyr for the cause, baby.
Every rep I've ever seen wants to live, not die, pal.
What are you, an expert?
I've been around. You may not be a rep, but you're a damn rep sympathizer for sure. Now we're gonna take a little ride downtown.
Yeah? And what? You'll put me on that Voight comp machine? My 15 minutes of fame, baby. It ain't as good as being gunned down in the street, but what the hell?
You keeping busy, pal?
Show's over, baby! And there ain't gonna be no encore!
Roof.
You're sick, Lucy.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Father told me to watch out for you.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
Have you always lived on Terra?
Yes.
I always dreamed Terra would be so special and beautiful. Birds and flowers and trees and blue water. Like on the video. So different from everything on, well, where I was.
Why'd they kill Runsitter's animals?
I didn't want them to. But Father, he was so angry. And Sadiq said Mr. Runsiter deserved it for treating me that way. It's so funny. I'm worth less than those animals. I guess I should hate them, but I don't.
So, all the animals were real?
Mr. Runsiter also used to buy some of the others.
Artificial.
He used to tell me that he was protected, that they came from somebody close to the source.
Who else was there that night?
Father and Uncle Zubin.
Can you take me to your father?
I don't think he'd like that. I don't know where he is, anyway.
Come with me. I've got a test I want you to take. What a waste.